Mr. Jeff, I'm just going to sit back. Erin has reached perhaps not her boiling point.
I'm there.
But she's starting to unravel.
I'm a crawfish and I'm hanging onto the ledge.
You two take it away.
Dr. Galligan sent out a memo. He's the LSU president, FYI. You know that, I know, but people listening might not. Saying that he's going to keep a mask mandate in place at the campus at this time. Masks will be required on campus while indoors and within 6 feet of others outdoors. My lights went off. Ding, ding, ding. Tiger Stadium. So I called. They said, no, athletic events are not included, but everywhere else outdoors, if you can't social distance, masks. Is this legal? Is this nutty?
Quite frankly, I've been stewing over this as well, Aaron. I'm actually thinking of maybe sending some of my investigators over to LSU and writing Gallagher a ticket for wearing a mask, because there is a criminal statute. This is no joke. There's a criminal statute in place that makes it illegal to wear a mask. Mm-hmm. And then the governor's executive order is all about done. The CDC has eliminated mask wearing. This really is gone by the wayside. I'm dead serious. I'm literally thinking of sending someone over there and writing him a summons. And every time I see him, I'm going to write him and all the professors a summons, and they can go to court and have to deal with the court system, because it really is ridiculous. This thing has gotten out of control. These professors have just about completely deteriorated the greatness of America. Higher ed is probably the biggest Ponzi scheme we've got going.
Whoa.
I know because I collect all the student debt, Aaron. I mean, you go back and look at what we're getting, what the students are getting for what we're paying for, the amount of tax dollars that are going to this, and the rubbish that's coming out of these professors.
Mr. Jeff, would it be outrageous of me to say that perhaps the president of LSU, Galligan, is kowtowing to a minority within the university?
Let me tell you what needs to happen, Robert. Those professors need to get back to work, and if they don't like to go to work, if they want to wear their mask, which again is illegal, then let them wear their mask. You know, this thing of imposing this on all these young people is absolutely ridiculous. I can send you the statute. There's a criminal statute for wearing a mask unless it's Halloween or Mardi Gras, and that law has not been suspended.
Let me ask you another thing, Jeff, because there is a large group of professors, and I'm a member of that LSU parents page, and they don't like me talking about them, but I'm going to talk about them. They are also pushing for a vaccine mandate for students before they can come back to class this fall. Is your head about to explode like mine on that one too?
It is illegal on its face under federal law. I mean, look, here's what I would do. You really want to fire him up. Why don't you find out how many of these professors have Hugo Chavez or some communist leader hanging in their office? Okay? It really is a shame. I mean, when Louisianians dig deep into the amount of money that these professors are making, the protection that they get, and the ideology that they're infecting our kids on is unbelievable. I'm telling you, I don't know if I want to send my child to college. Is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the situation that the LSU president is literally attempting to impose, and it basically comes down to this: a crowd of 100,000, no mask, no social distancing, outdoors. A crowd of 15 or 20, if you're outdoors, you still have to mask and social. Does any of that make sense to you?
It's about indoctrination, Rob. It has nothing to do with common sense, a safety, a science. It's about indoctrinating the minds of younger people. That's all it is. I mean, it's plain. It's what it is. You just call it out. What's amazing is that our legislators have done very little to protect us.
Let me ask you another thing, Jeff, because we all know Dr. Galligan is on the way out. A new LSU president is on the way in. Could this all be reversed to some sense of sanity when the new guy takes over?
Or could it be made more strict?
Oh, well, I'm going to take Robert's position. I mean, look, you do realize that they've just hired a chancellor at LSU who's got volumes of critical race theory essays, who basically calls mathematics racism. I guess they're going to shut the mathematics department down over at LSU. I mean, that school is in implosion mode right now. That board of supervisors has just lost its particular way. Of course, I will remind everyone that almost all of the board members currently serving on that board are all John Bell Edwards appointees now. Okay, and that's what we're getting for that.
What do you advise our kids who go to LSU this fall to do? Disobey the president?
Absolutely. I mean, let me tell you something. What I'd really like to see is some great lawyers around the state who are required to do pro bono work anyhow by the Supreme Court to take some of these kids' cases up. Under Louisiana's Constitution, they've got some rights that I think can be absolutely exerted. I mean, it's just high time that we just stand up to these clowns. I mean, look, if these professors don't want to teach, send them somewhere else. They can go to California. I mean, by God's grace, they're not doing us any favors in Louisiana. I heard, well, if we don't do this, we're going to lose some of our best and brightest professors. Well, last time I checked, we ain't got the best and brightest universities in the country. So maybe they should go.